We have a breaking development in the ongoing scandal between Robbi Jade Lew and Jacob Rip Chavez, both who claim they were business partners, were recently caught canoodling at a Texans game.
No problem. It's actually our pleasure to serve. No problem. It's actually our pleasure to serve.
Like, there's no fucking cheating right here. That's why I'm fucking going off. I was so heated, bro. So fucking heated.
It appears there is indeed marital infidelity taking place, as the mother of Rip's newborn child has gotten involved in the Twitter thread to express her disgust. It looks like Doug Polk was right all along.
She's actually dating the player named Rip on the show. I have an inside source that has told me they've seen them essentially talking together and in a romantic sense.
And Robbie's attorney husband, Charles Lew, appears to have been in the dark or burying his head in the sand, as we see based on this previous interview with Joey Ingram.
So what exactly is going on with that situation?
Yeah, look, I told Jacob that I appreciated her standing up for her and that I appreciated his defense of her. What is going on with the dating situation? As far as I'm aware, she is certainly not dating him. That would be news to me. And last time I checked, we weren't in one of those LA relationships.
Sure. I mean, look, I know a lot of people. I know a lot of people that are in the LA relationship where.
So
I'm sure you know. I mean, you know what I'm talking about, right?
I do too. Yeah. So that would be news to me. If I were in one of those relationships, I would be an unwilling participant. I really do wish everybody the best in this situation, but I will qualify that statement by saying wrong actions will be punished. And if Robbie's actions were wrong, they would deservedly be punished. I know for a fact they weren't, and I know the counter actions, the actions that I've identified were wrong, and there is repercussions for wrong actions.
What do you think of this new development, Charles?
It's pathetic, and it's sad, and it's tragic.
I couldn't have said it better myself. In the original interview on Joey Ingram, Sean Deeb had asked Robbi what her relationship with Rip was, and she immediately got defensive, very nasty, began accusing him of hating women, and completely took the conversation in a completely different direction to avoid answering the question. You know who avoids answering questions? People who have something to hide.
What is your relationship with Rip?
Okay, first of all, I don't know who the fuck you are, and I just feel like you're attacking me. Nice to meet you, though, on these pretenses, which is interesting.
Well, you can text Jock and meet him go.
But I've gotten a lot of feedback about the type of behavior you have towards women. So if this is like an attack on women playing poker, it is what it is.
I mean, you could play the sexist card. It has nothing to do with it.
Oh no, I don't ever do that. I've never ever dropped it, and if anyone knows that about me, they'll know that I've never done that. But
Bitch, yes you do. You just did that, and now you're trying to tell us you didn't? 45 minutes later, Robbi is finally asked again by Sean what the staking arrangement was with Rip, and finally, she admits to it, but she's not done lying yet.
These guys are all fired up. They all want to know these questions. So, you're basically asking the questions people want to know.
So, Robbi, I think that you never answered. Did Rip have any of your action in this cash game?
Rip is very, very well financed by himself, and he stakes several poker players.
Including you?
Yes.
So did anyone in the game know that he was staking you in this game?
Yes.
So Robbi claims that others were aware of the staking arrangement, but let's take a look. Ryan Feldman recently posted that him and Nick Vertucci were not aware. Eric Pearson was also interviewed, and he expresses that he was not aware of the arrangement either.
I know you said that you kind of figured out they were backing each other, and obviously that happens a ton. Was there any part of you that, this isn't incriminating, I'm just curious in the moment, was there any part of you that just felt uncomfortable about the situation at all? Did you have any bad feelings at all when you were playing?
No,
whatever.
No, I didn't know they were backing. I just knew they had a relationship. I could tell. I sniffed that out super fast. And I'm not talking an intimate relationship or anything fucking nefarious. I just knew they knew each other. You could tell.
So I couldn't find the footage of Robbie when she claims that she doesn't care about the money, and I think it was on Joey's podcast where she had said that originally she had wanted to do a thing where, Garrett had donated $135,000 to charity, the amount in question, and she had wanted to kind of go halvesies with him and have half the money donated to a charity of his choice and half donated to a charity of her choice, but he wound up donating it just to a charity of his choice. And I think it was on Joey's podcast where she said this. I couldn't find it because he's got so many 8-10 hour streams. It's hard to locate. But I did find this tweet from her on October 14th where she's asking Garrett for the money back. So what is it? Do you want to donate the money? Was that your original intention all along? Or do you want the money back? So once again, she's telling conflicting stories, and it's getting ridiculous at this point. But here's the tweet. So now we're seeing a pattern that Robbie has been continually lying to the public, continually lying in these interviews, misdirecting everything. Her and Rip are definitely in a relationship here, and the cat is out of the bag with their spouses, and it's going to be interesting to see how that develops. What's going to be more interesting is how much longer are people going to defend these morally bankrupt scumbags? They're clearly bad people, and if they're willing to cheat on their spouses, you don't think they're willing to cheat in a game of poker? Open your fucking eyes.
You know, after watching a video like this, sometimes I'll like it, sometimes I'll leave a comment, and sometimes I'll subscribe. Sometimes I'll even do all three.